Welcome to Module 2, Abuse, Harassment, and Child Safety. This is one of our most critical training modules. The content we're about to cover is serious, and some of it may be difficult to sit with. That is okay. Please take your time with this one. The safety of every child who comes through our doors depends on all of us fully understanding and upholding these standards. Before we go any further, I want to take a moment to acknowledge what we're about to cover. This module deals with child abuse, sexual misconduct, and harassment. These are sensitive and sometimes personally triggering topics. You are not expected to power through this if it becomes overwhelming. You are encouraged to pause. If you need to step away, take a breath, or give yourself a reset, please do so. Come back when you're ready. There is no rush, and you can go through this at your own pace. If you have personal concerns, if anything in this module brings up personal experiences or concerns, please speak privately with a member of the leadership staff. We take those conversations seriously and will support you. This is not content we cover casually. We cover it because it matters and because our campers deserve to have every single person on this team prepared to protect them. Let's start with the sexual harassment policy. Sexual harassment will not be tolerated at Camp Hendon, period. This applies to interactions between adults and campers, at camp and outside of camp. If you engage in any form of sexual harassment, you will be immediately dismissed from this and all future camp programs. Sexual flirtation. Any flirtatious behavior of a sexual nature directed at a camper or fellow staff member is strictly prohibited. This includes comments, gestures, or anything else that would be interpreted as sexual flirtation. Verbal abuse of a sexual nature. This includes vulgar talk, sexual jokes, and innuendos, whether said to someone directly or said in their presence. Comments of sexual nature about an individual. Making remarks about a person's body, appearance, or sexuality in a sexual context is not acceptable under any circumstances. Not in private, not in a group setting, not as a joke. Offensive materials. Using or displaying cartoons, images, or graphics that are sexual in nature or that create a hostile or offensive environment is prohibited. If you experience any of these behaviors from a fellow staff member or a camper, please report it to camp directors immediately. And if you witness it happening to someone else, report that too. Reporting is not optional. Let's be very clear about that. Report promptly. Any incident of sexual harassment must be reported promptly to the camp director's leadership team. Promptly means as soon as it is safe to do so. Not tomorrow, not after camp ends. Contact information for directors is in your staff handbook. You can report anytime, anywhere. It doesn't matter if it's happening during camp or outside of camp. It doesn't matter if it's 2 a.m. You can report to the leadership team at any time. Step 1. Remove yourself from the situation. If you witness harassment or are on the receiving end of it, remove yourself from the situation if it is safe to do so. Step 2. Report to camp leadership or the executive director. Reach out directly as soon as possible. Don't delay. Step 3. Document what you have witnessed. Write down what happened, who was involved, what was said or done, when it occurred, and where it took place. The more specific the detail, the better. Step 4. Do not confront the accused yourself. This is critical. Do not take matters into your own hands. Do not approach the person accused of harassment to address it yourself. That is the role of the leadership staff. Let us handle it. Now let's talk about child abuse and neglect. What it is, who it involves, and what it means for you as a volunteer. Kentucky context. Kentucky has one of the highest rates of child abuse in the country. That is not a statistic to gloss over. It means that some of the campers who walk through our doors may already have experienced abuse before they arrived at camp. Your awareness and your willingness to act could make a real difference in a child's life. Child abuse and neglect defined. These terms refer to all types of abuse and neglect against a child under the age of 18 by a parent, caregiver, or another person in a custodial role who is over the age of 18. The behaviors result in harm, the potential for harm, or the threat of harm to a child. Physical abuse. Any physical injury inflicted on a child by a non-accidental means. If a child has bruises, marks, or injuries that don't add up, that is a potential red flag requiring a report. Neglect or exploitation. Failure to provide a child with basic needs or exploitation of a child by a parent, caregiver, or staff member. Sexual abuse or exploitation. Sexual abuse or exploitation of a child by any person at camp, prior to camp, or anywhere else. There is no relationship, no age, and no circumstance that makes this acceptable. This slide is critical. Every one of you is a mandatory reporter under Camp Hendon policy. Let me explain what that means. Kentucky law protects you. When you make a report in good faith, meaning you genuinely believe abuse may have occurred, Kentucky law provides you full immunity from liability. You will not be penalized for making a report that turns out to be unsubstantiated. The law is designed to encourage you to speak up. You must report, no exceptions. If you have reasonable cause to believe a camper has been abused or neglected, you are legally and ethically required to report it. Reasonable cause to believe is an intentionally low bar. If something feels wrong, report it. Physical injury by non-accidental means. If a child has an injury that appears to have been inflicted, say something to a camp director immediately. Neglect or exploitation by a parent, caregiver, or staff member. If you observe or suspect this is occurring, report it. Sexual abuse by any person. If a camper discloses something to you, or if you observe something that raises concern, report it immediately. Don't wait to be sure. That's not your job. Your job is to tell a director what you saw or heard. Report to executive director or leadership team. Do not investigate alone. Do not try to investigate this situation yourself. Do not confront the suspected abuser. Tell the executive director or leadership staff and let them take it from there. Let's bring Module 2 together. Zero tolerance for sexual harassment. Any form of sexual harassment toward a camper or staff member, at camp or outside, results in immediate dismissal. Report every incident. If you experience or witness harassment, report it to the executive director or leadership team immediately, at any time, from anywhere. You are a mandatory reporter. If you have reasonable cause to believe a child has been abused or neglected, you must report it. Don't wait. Don't second guess yourself. Kentucky law protects you. A good faith report is legally protected. You will not face liability for reporting something genuinely believed was happening. Poor judgment has lasting consequences. Camp personnel who exhibit poor judgment in their relationship with campers or staff during camp or throughout the year will not be asked to return. After this module, you will watch a short video produced by Face It Kentucky that goes deeper on child abuse and sexual misconduct prevention. Please watch it fully and carefully. If anything in this module brought up questions or personal concerns, please reach out to me, the executive director, privately, or a member of the leadership team. We are here to help you.